Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutation is to the hopeful elect. This is Arababiah coming at you from the Chicago camp with a quick lesson. I titled this lesson, Babylon is all in on the N.W.O, on the New World Order. So I got this video was talking about that, America, aka Babylon, is all in on getting the New World Order or the N.W.O off the ground, and they're going full steam ahead, and it's just gonna, when this really fully develop, it's gonna be great wickedness, I'm gonna start off with just that. I'm gonna start off with a quick precept before I play the video. I'm going to go to Job chapter 9, verse 24. It says, the earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Well, he's the so-called white man, Esau. This is one of their biggest things is to try to keep this is one of their biggest feat is to try to keep their iron grip on the earth, and it's steady slipping away. So they have to go to great lengths to try to keep it, to try to keep a firm grip. So the New World Order is a change of society where they have complete and total control over every individual. And they'll have it via the micro-CHIP, the mark of the beast, So anyway, I'm going to play this video. You could see that they're going to change laws. They're going to do things. They're going to make draconian laws to stay in power, to keep their grip on the earth. And they're going to do it through what they call gradualism. They're going to gradually and firmly tighten their grip up on everything. So anyway, take a look at this video. Check this out.
They plan that next year, 1 year from now, they will merge the pandemic treaty and the 300 amendments. They will be synchronized with each other, synthesized with each other, and they will be essentially one document, and they will pass next year. So they're planning to make sure they get all the kinks out and they're good to go, because they plan to go all in and vote next year. But what the United States delegate, what our delegate said here this afternoon, is that the United States is all in and fully on board with these 300 amendments as currently written, and anybody can access them at the World Health Organization website. But also, they're all in on the global pandemic treaty. So the United States is for this. All the nations of the world who spoke today, they're all for it. There isn't one that's dissented. So unless we intervene, this is a done deal 1 year from today, and that's when we have an existential threat to our sovereignty, and we will lose it 1 year from today. They plan that next year.
Wow. That's if it's true, that's alarming. In the scriptures, our forefather David dealt with Esau and dealt with the so-called white man, and he describes his character and what kind of man he was. So I want you to take a look at this. I'm gonna go to Psalms chapter 73. I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, I was envious of the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. So this man, he has everything. They live in some of the most lavish parts of the world. They do crimes and get off scot-free. So this is our forefather talking. Verse 4 says, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. So whereas a man would do a crime, the so-called black man would do a crime and he would go to jail for eons, this man do it and get a slap on the wrist, if he even goes to jail. Verse 6, it says, therefore pride compasseth them as a chain, and violence covered them as a garment. And this is the truth. Everything that they have, that they accumulate, everything that America has, they got through violence, through the sword. because they are the sword of the Most High. I'll show you that later. Verse 7, it says, therefore their eyes stand out with fatness, and they have more than their heart could wish. They have all the land. They have all the resources. You know, they have all the military. You know, they have everything. Verse 8, it says, they are corrupt, and they speak wickedly concerning the oppressed, and they speak lawfully. They set their mouth against the heavens. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. You know, so this goes into they're against the Most High, and everything that they do is in wickedness. You know, and they have the say so on this earth. You know, so right now, the earth is being given unto the wicked. You know, as Job 9:24. So this is what we're up against, man. You know, these people were by default, because the 12 tribes, because Jacob didn't keep the laws and statutes of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, Yahweh being the Lord, Yahushai being his son, the people, they backwardsly, should I say, and call him Jesus, you know, and his name is not Jesus, his name is Yahushai. But anyway, Yahweh gave them the power over this earth because of the wickedness of Jacob. So now they're in power. Let's go back to that. Let's go to Genesis, where it actually tells you that Esau has the power, and he has it, and he rules in wickedness. Let me show you that. I want to go to Genesis. I'm going to start at 38. Listen to this. This is when he was given the power in the beginning. It says, Esau said unto his father, hast thou have a blessing, one blessing? My father, bless me, even also, O father. Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of the heaven above from above. And listen to this, verse 40, it says, and by the sword thou shalt live, and thou shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass that when thou hast dominion, which he has dominion now, that thou shalt break the yoke from off thy neck. So this is what Esau had. Jacob had dominion over him, and he broke the yoke off Esau's neck. And so Esau hated his brother because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said on his heart that the days of mourning are my father at hand. But then I will slay my brother Jacob. So he's saying after his father passed away, that he was going to slay his brother because of the blessing, because Jacob supplanted Esau in the beginning and got the blessing, which the Yahweh had prophesied that before it happened. It said 2 nations was in our womb. It says the elder should serve the younger. So it was actually already prophesied that Jacob was going to, Esau was going to serve Jacob. You know, Jacob was going to be the stronger, and Esau was going to serve him. So anyway, this bitterness that Esau has is been all the way up until now, you know. And if you read back in Genesis 25 and 25, Esau was the one that came out red. Revelations, let's go to that. It talks about the red dragon, which is Esau. And the Lord gave him the power to cause confusion, to take peace away from the earth. Let's get that. Let's go to Revelations chapter 6, verse 4. It says, then went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him to set therein to take peace from the earth, and they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. So this again is talking about Esau was given that great sword, and this is what he uses now to cause confusion. This is what he does. He makes these laws on earth, and everyone has to follow because he has the power right now. You know, and this was given by Yahweh. So he changes laws. He makes laws. He does everything. Let's get that. I'm going to show you that. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 24, verse 4. It says, the earth mourneth and fade away. The world languish and fade away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. So the earth is in mourning because the wicked is in power. Verse 5, it says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, they have changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant. So this is Esau. You know, he doesn't keep anything that the Most High gave us to do here. Not the Sabbath, you know, not any of the laws. He made his own. So this is where we at. We must come back to this Bible, and we must come back to the men that are teaching 100% doctrine, which would be the elders and apostles of GMS. You know, because Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the one to come out. Roughly paraphrasing that second Ezra, chapter 6, that started about verse 7 through 9. Esau is the end of the world. I want to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rekakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom till next time, Lord willing. Shalom.